Welcome to the Machinative Edge. Hope you all are doing good. So we'll create this amazing sunset view in Blender. And today we will model some rocks, trees, and we also add textures material to them. And in the last we'll create a dock. So we'll start by modeling some rocks first. So let's jump in. So here in the viewport, first we'll add a UV sphere by pressing Shift A. Then we'll just scale it down to 0.1, not 2.1, it's just 0.1. okay, then in the edit mode we'll turn on our proportional editing by pressing O, or you can turn it from here. And with the vertex select, we'll select a vertex and grab it, scroll our mouse wheel to change its shape. I'll keep it little flat from the bottom. Okay, it seems like a rock. Then in the object mode we'll duplicate it and again edit this to give it a different shape, because we want 2 to 3 variants of the rocks, 2 to 4 different rocks. So we'll just change its shape like this, just select and grab. Okay, we'll scale it down, seems nice. We'll duplicate it one more time, and here we'll just make it little small like this. Okay, so it also seems good. Then back, before that I'll just make it flat like this, seems good. Then back in the object mode, and this time I'll duplicate this one because I'm going to make a big one. For that, first I'll scale it up like this, and here you can see. Now I'll just flat this portion. Okay, it seems good. Okay, you can see these are the 4 different shapes that we have created, and it looks good. Okay, so next we are going to add some materials to them, but before that just apply scale to them by pressing Ctrl A. Then in the shading tab we are going to add materials to them. First we'll close this, and here we are going to add new material to them. So just click on new. We'll rename it as rocks, or you can also add material from here. Just rename it and add material from this options. Okay, now we'll add the same material to all of them. Just select and add rocks. Okay, after that we'll add object info by pressing Shift A, so that we'll get some random colors when we'll duplicate them. So just join this random to the base color, and here you can see when I'll duplicate them, these all are of different colors. So to give it a color, we'll adding a color ramp in between the random and the base color like this. Now we'll just adjust the color. I'll keep it here and make it little light, and bring it here and make it gray. Give it a grayish look. Okay, now you can see if I'll duplicate this, so they are all of different colors which we want. Okay, so back to the layout, and here we'll just save our file, Blender file. Then we'll create a new collection for them by pressing M and rename it as rocks. Just create it, and you can see this. Okay, for now hide this, and next we are going to create a tree. For that we are going to add a cylinder by pressing Shift A. As you can see, will decrease its vertices because it's low poly. Scale it down to 0.1. You can see the shortcut on my screen. Bring it up, and in the edit mode we'll scale it down. Okay, turn off your proportional editing, and here we'll apply scale to this. Then back in the edit mode, with the X-ray mode we'll select these bottom vertices and extrude them down and scale it up along the axis. So repeat the step, extrude and scale it up to give it a shape like this. Okay, scale it down, scale it up like this. Okay, next we'll select these top vertices and extrude them up like this. I'll bring it up a little bit. Okay, it seems nice. So back in the object mode, we'll add a circle by pressing Shift A. Then in the edit mode, we'll extrude it by pressing ES, and then we'll press 0. Okay, now if you bring it up, you can see. So with this we are going to create the branches. So we'll just merge them by distance by pressing M. So back in the object mode, we'll hide this trunk and we'll add texture to this. So go to the shading tab, we'll add material to this, and here we are going to add image texture. So we'll search for image texture. Okay, create a new texture. We'll rename it as tree branches alpha. Keep it 4K. We'll keep this color black and just create it. We'll also rename this material as tree branches. Then we'll map this color to base color, and you can see the black color over here. Then with the top view, we'll go to the edit mode, and here we'll just unwrap it by pressing U, and we'll unwrap it project from view bounce. Then in the UV editing, we'll check that there will be a gap between the edges over here. So we'll scale it down a little bit to maintain that gap. We'll go to the texture paint, and here we are going to draw the texture for our branches. Okay, so first we'll select the color. I'll keep it white. You can see here is a white color. So now we'll just decrease the radius and draw the lines like this. If you have a drawing tab, then it will be good, but if you don't have one, so you can also use your mouse, but make sure that there are no gaps in between, otherwise it will create a mess later. So we'll change our brush to fill, and here in the advance we'll increase this threshold to 0.9 and just click, and this is what I'm talking about. So we have to check for the gaps, and we'll just fill those gaps with our brush, which is paint soft. Then we'll back to the fill, and here we'll click, and this is what we want. It seems nice. Then we'll just save it. Okay, back to the shading tab, and here we don't want that black. material. So for that we are going to add transparent BSTF by pressing Shift A, and to mix them we are going to add a mix shader. So place it here in between the principal BSTF and output. Okay. Now I'll just bring it over here, map this color to the effector, remove this from here. Okay. I'll arrange them so you can have a better look. Then we'll map these BSTFs to the rest of the shaders. Now you can see this is all transparent. Then we'll add some color to it. For that we are adding another image texture. Create a new texture which is tree color, keep it 4K and change its color to green. Okay, then just create the image. After that we'll map this color to base color, and you can see the green color over here. Then back to the texture paint. Here we are going to add some details, or you can say the texture. So just shift to paint soft brush and change its color. I'll keep it little light. Okay, so after this just set your brush radius, strength, color, and draw some lines like this. I'll increase the strength and draw these lines like this. Hope these are visible to you. Seems good. We're just trying to add some details to the tree branches. For the tree branches, they all look good. Then we'll decrease its radius. Okay, before that I'll just keep it little dark, increase its radius and create a circle, dark circle at the center. Then we'll decrease the radius and just draw some lines like that for more details. Increase the radius and draw a circle at the center like this. Then we'll change the color to white, and here we'll adjust the strength, decrease its radius and draw the white lines all over like this. Here you can see, you can use your mouse for this, or if you have a drawing tablet, it will be better. Okay, now you can see the texture. We'll just save it and back to the shading, and here you can see the texture. It's quite light, but we'll correct this. Okay, now if you go to the edit mode and select this vortex, bring it up, so you can see, so these are your tree branches. Then we'll increase the roughness to 0.7 and back to the layout. Here we'll go to the material preview, and you can see this, it seems quite cool. After that we'll just then we'll unhide this trunk and scale it down a little and give a material to this. Put the materials, press new, rename it as tree trunk and change the color to dark brown. Increase its roughness to 0.8, and after that we'll just adjust these leaves, or you can say branches, scale it up, bring it up like this, and then just duplicate it by pressing Shift D. You can see the shortcut keys on my screen. Okay, then just duplicate it one more time, scale it down. If you want to rotate this, you can also rotate it along z-axis. Just scale it down, and here I'm rotating this. You can see, forget the variant shapes, different shapes. So it seems like a tree. It's quite lengthy process, but yeah, it's all worth it. So I'll just bring it down in the edit mode with the X-ray mode on. I'll just bring it down. Okay, that's too long. I'll duplicate this one more time, and here you can see the shape of a tree. So just like rocks, we have to create 2 to 3 variants of the trees too. And if you want to change its color, you can do this too. Okay, so it's quite light, so I'm just adding hue saturation value in between and change this value like this to I think 0.3 to 4 is better. Go back to the layout. It seems good. Then we'll just duplicate it, bring it over here. We'll change its shapes. For that, first we'll delete all of them except of that last one. Okay, now we'll just scale it up, adjust it like this, duplicate it, scale it down. Okay, this one is big in size as compared to this at the width of this tree. Just duplicate it one more time, bring it down like this. Okay, I will just bring it down with our X-ray mode on. Make sure to select this in X-ray mode, otherwise you will face a problem. Okay, now I'm going to create one more variant. So just duplicate this one, scale it up, scale it along z-axis, and here you can see this is different from the rest of these two. I'll duplicate it one more time and bring this top like this. Okay, so we have 3 different shape trees, and we want one more. So bring it over here. We'll just squeeze it, not squeeze, but yeah, you can see its shape. Then I want to change its color, so for that you can also create a new texture, or you can just duplicate this material, rename it. You can duplicate it from this to paper sign, and then I'll just change this hue value, and here you can see the different colors, and I'll keep it light yellow like this because I don't want to create a new texture. So after that I'll just apply this material to all of them like this. Okay, don't forget to rename your materials. So you can see we have 2 different color of trees, which is one is yellow and one is green. Now we'll just join them by pressing Ctrl J. In the last we will select this trunk and press Ctrl J. Select, Shift, select this trunk and press Ctrl J. Select, and press Ctrl J. Join them. Okay, so just like rocks, we are going to create a new collection for these trees. So select, press M, create a new collection, and we'll rename it as tree and just create it. Here you can see we have two collections ready. One is rock and one is tree. So we'll just hide them for now. And after that we are going to create a dock. For that we'll take a cube and scale it down along y-axis, scale it up along x-axis, and in the edit mode we'll just duplicate them. Okay, press Shift D and adjust its position and press Shift R to repeat the previous step. After that we'll just bring them to the center like this. Okay, I'll scale it up a little bit along z-axis. You can see it's quite flat, so I'll give it a random shape to these blocks. So I'll add a loop cut and scale it down. So with the face select, I'll select this face and scale it up along z-axis, grab it up, and here you can see this shape. Again I'm adding a loop cut over here, and this time I'll scale it up along y-axis to make it broad. Just try to give them a random shape, just like this. Okay, next with the edge select, I'm going to select this edge and add a bevel to it by pressing Ctrl B. Okay, I'm selecting this edge too, add a bevel to it. Okay, this much is good. Next I'll select this face, scale it up along z-axis, okay, I'm adding one more loop cut over here, and I'll scale it up along y-axis like this and scale it down this one. Okay, in the last I'm adding a loop cut from here, and with the face select, I'll select this face and extrude it up like this, then scale it down. Okay, scale it down along y-axis, otherwise it is uneven, and adjust it. Okay, so it seems quite nice. After that we are going to add the poles. For that we are adding a cylinder to it. By pressing Shift A, we'll add a cylinder and keep the vertices up to 8 because it's a low poly environment we are going to create. So after this, with the top view, we'll adjust it on the corner like this. Just scale it up along z-axis and bring it down so that it will touch the surface of water. Okay, now with the top view, we'll duplicate it and place it on the corners like this. Okay, we'll also place it on this center one. Okay, I'll place it over here, duplicate it and adjust it here. Next we'll just select this face and bring it up so that we can tie a boat to this pole. Okay, it seems nice. Hope you have enjoyed the video, and for the next part just stay tuned, and thanks for watching.